Today is a nice coffee day.
Stop chasing all the city lights. Breathe me in, go on and take your bite. Count on me to make you come alive.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kylie, and today I am here to talk to you guys about my Q3 goals, how I set them, how I am intending to complete them, and just a little bit of update of where I am in my 2020 career, 2020 writing adventure during the middle of a pandemic. So let's get into this. So first things first, by the time I'm recording this and posting it, I will have had 3 books so far done this year, and very, very close to finishing a 4th. One is my Christmas novella, one is my short contemporary romance, the first book in a series. 2, well, the one that's finished is obviously the Claymore Project, and number 2 that's almost finished is the second Claymore Project book. I'm hoping to have 2 more books completed by the end of the year to bring the total to 6. I have changed my editing routine very, very much so this year. So editing Claymore 1 is going to take a lot more time than previous edits have. Claymore 2 won't have to take so much time because I really had the story really well fleshed out before I started. So I'm really excited about that. My novella I feel really strongly about. It's very feel good, very hallmarky, and it's adorable and I love it. And if you hear noises in the background, those are my cats fighting over the Amazon box that just came in the mail. So they're fighting over who gets to be in the box. And then my River series, I'm not really concerned about this year. I basically just want to get them plotted, get them, the first 2 written, and put them aside for next year. So it's almost July at the time of recording this video, because I'm trying to get a little bit of ahead of my videos, is the 15th of June. So we only have 50 more days in this month. It's going by fast, and I decided rather than wait till the end of the month to create my goals, I decided this weekend to go ahead and write out what I really want from Q3. Q2 had a lot to it, and I will do an update video on my new Kanban board, what that looks like versus the old Kanban board. And right now we're just going to talk about goals. What are my goals for Q3, which is July, August, and September? So right now I have 3 sections for work, and I have a separate section for personal. So personal would be my working out. I have been working out 5 to 6 times a week, doing a lot more cardio, doing a lot more squats and planks, and we have a resistance gym set up in one of our archways. So I'm really trying to be good with my health, because this job is a lot of sitting. This job is of being sedentary a lot. So I really wanted to start working on my health and my physique, not to be skinny, but to be strong and healthy, because I did have an eating disorder in high school. So my goal is not to be skinny. My goal is to be fit and strong. So my 3 goals are writing, business, and YouTube. So my writing goals for this quarter are daunting. However, a lot of it is plotting, editing, wrapping up things, getting things in order. So number 1 on the top of the list is to finish the Claymore number 1 project in completion with the edits and the rewrites and the cuts that I need to make. And then I need to also, the second is to finish Claymore 2 in completion, and do the edits and the rewrites on that if I have to do any. Of course, you always have to do some rewrites. Every book you do, you always have to cut. However, because Claymore 1 was written as a contemporary first, and then it made total sense to me to switch it to a paranormal, I've had to adjust a lot of the more mundane social interactions to heighten them up to paranormal senses, what these shifters sense, how their paranormal super preternatural abilities, you know, affect them in a social setting around humans. So I've had to do a lot of like nitpicky things on that, which is totally fine. It makes so much more sense now and I'm so proud of it. That is my cat screaming for attention. She's fine. I need to plot Claymore Book 3, which I am beyond excited about. I can't wait to do it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm going to be plotting my second River series book, which is a contemporary small town romance. These books are only about 50,000 words, so I feel really confident in being able to finish another one, because I'm not able to really, we still don't know if we're going to be able to go home yet on the river, which is kind of like my week I used to recharge, because I was raised on the Canadian-American border in New York, and the river is a huge part of my life. When you're from the river, it's like in your DNA, and when you're away from it for too long, you miss it, you get homesick. Obviously, my entire family is in New York, so it's hard being so far away, being in Dallas, Texas. And my husband and I just love to go up there and visit my aunt and uncle's winery and drink wine and be on the water and just unwind, unplug, and just recharge. And it really helps me on a creative well, because I get to be around these beautiful sights, these beautiful places, wonderful food, wonderful friends, wonderful family, wonderful food. And we still don't know if we're going to be able to go home this year because of everything. Both of my parents are immunocompromised, and right now in Texas we are having a spike in second waves. We would be going home in September probably, and I don't want to subject my family. I would never forgive myself if anything happened to my parents, because I wanted selfishly to come home and be on the water. So please, everybody, be safe out there, wash your hands, wear your masks, do what needs to be done to take care of those who are the most vulnerable. Then I get to pick what project I want to do for Camp NaNoWriMo, which is in July. And to be completely, totally, 100% transparent with you, I still have absolutely no idea. I don't know if I want it to be a finished Claymore number 2 / edit Claymore number 1, or a complete just 30 days, 31 days of working on Claymore 1 edits, whatnot, or if I want to make it a complete plotting. I still don't know. I will do a separate video on that, but that is definitely on my goals list to do. And so that is my writing goals. There's a lot in there, but again, this year is my year to get ahead for next year. That way I can do a successful rapid release. And by rapid release, I mean like 60 days. Every other month I'll be releasing a book, hopefully. So I'm super excited about that. On to business goals. So the business goals that I have here are pretty daunting in and of themselves. A lot of the writing goals for Q3 are, they're really tedious. These business goals are also tedious, but they're major. First and foremost, I have left Bluehost with WordPress for my website, and I am now currently waiting, as of right now, for my domain name to transfer to Weebly. Now, when I first had my website, when I was an actress and I was just doing the voice acting stuff, I had a Weebly website. It was really easy. It was drag and drop. It was super user-friendly. Loved it. Cheap. But it was very kind of restrictive for the creativity that I wanted to have when I got into becoming an author. So what I did was I switched from Weebly to WordPress and purchased a few different formats, a few different layouts from designers that they put up, and I really liked my old website. However, I did not have hardly any creative freedom. I had to message the lovely people who designed my last website. Were very lovely and they were fantastic. I cannot complain at all. However, I do enjoy having creative freedom. I do love simplicity and streamline and just simple, minimal. So I didn't want to pay the price for the Pro on Bluehost. It was very expensive. I know if you are using your website, you're using affiliate links, or you're getting ads run on there, I know it's a great hosting site. However, I don't have a store yet. I'm not selling signed books yet. I'm not selling book plates. I'm not selling merch yet. But I have a Square, and I found out that Weebly works through Square. So I'll be able just to have a store page off of Square. And it was literally re-signing up for Weebly was like more than half the price of renewing with Bluehost. And next year it'll be even less. So I just had to go back to that. So I have completely revamped my website. I have to go check and see if my domain has transferred. It's taking a bit longer, and that's totally normal for it to take about a week or two to transfer over. So I completely revamped my website. And then another thing that I will be doing is relaunching my newsletter twice a month to keep people up to date on everything that I am currently writing, snippets, tidbits, sneak peeks, that sort of thing, in both audio and writing wise and life. Along with the relaunch of my website, I am going to be relaunching my blog and trying to post once a week on my blog. I'm also going to be scheduling out posts for Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I do that through my Instagram. I usually, if I'm going to post once or twice a day, I will just link it through my Insta because it's easier. However, I need to figure out how to, I know there's apps that you can download to do all of that, so I'm looking into a few of those to have, because I do need to be more active on my socials daily. I enjoy social media for the reach that it gives me. However, I don't like spending a lot of time on social media. I get very distracted and it becomes a time suck for me. So it would just be easier for me to schedule all of my posts out on a platform that I just do it and I link it and it does it for me. That way, if I forget, like on a Friday, to post something up, a short clip or something of a chapter I'm writing, it'll just go ahead and do it for me, and I don't have to worry about forgetting. Next thing is, my husband is an artist, so he will be doing my LLC logo. I'm super excited about it. It's going to be super cute. My LLC name is Hummingbird Press and Entertainment. However, for the books, it's just going to be Hummingbird Press, and I am super excited for the logo that he has in the works. Hummingbirds are my favorite bird, and they are tiny but mighty, and they are adorable, and I have so many fond memories of growing up on my grandmother's porch, watching the hummingbirds come and drink from her little hummingbird feeder. And then also my parents' house, we had a couple of hummingbird feeders and hummingbird nests and hummingbird families, and they're super cute and I love them. And they're just beautiful birds. And so I was really happy that I was able to get that name for my LLC because it means something to me, but it also is going to be like a super cute logo, if I do say so myself. A bit of the household chore list for my business. I'm going to be reblurbing my Legend series, possibly retitling the Legend series to the Legend Saga. Not 100% sure on that. I'm also going to be recategorizing and rekeywording my series and recovering the Legend series. So it's been 5 years since the Legend has been out. All 7 of them are out now. We're working on getting all 7 in audio, and looking at my covers compared to the current genres that they fit in. The genre and the categories and the covers of my books no longer match with the market was 5 years ago. So I'm going to be recovering the Legend series, possibly retitling to the Legend Saga. I thought about redoing my titles. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to relabel probably to the Legend Saga instead of the Legend series. Recover, get some more paranormal, sparkles and whimsy and fantasy, sexy whimsy fantasy. That's my cat. The reason why I'm doing that is because when I launch my holiday novella, I want people to be able to go to my backlist and really be interested and intrigued, and I just want to be well branded. So my little, not my little, but my contemporary standalone with its novella are well branded. I love the covers. Those are gonna stay. They're very contemporary, they're very sweet, and but the legend covers are a bit of an issue right now, especially when I get the covers done for Claymore for next year. Those are going to be super paranormal, well-marketed covers, and I want my backlist to match my for list, if that makes any sense. The section 3 goal for me is YouTube. Now, currently, my other channel, Avarice Rose, I post every Friday. I'm in the middle of doing a haunted castles series. We just wrapped, last month, we wrapped Haunted Castles of England, and we just started Haunted Castles of Scotland and Haunted Castles of Wales, Northern Ireland, and Ireland will be next, plus European castles. And then we are going to circle back around to haunted historical places of America. And then here on AuthorTube, I do want to try to post once to twice a week. Right now, I'm in the middle of videotaping my editing process, my new editing process for y'all to see how that goes with Claymore. I'm also gonna kind of do a video on my relaunch when I get the new covers for Legend. I'm gonna be going over some of my new releases for 2021 when time gets closer for that. And of course, I will be doing videos during Camp-Nano. They will not be every day. They will be a couple times a week. And this year for Camp-Nano, I am also not going to do every single day for Camp-Nano. I'm only going to be doing a couple times a week in November. So those are my YouTube goals. There's a lot that's going to be happening. But yeah, it's been definitely a different year. It's been guys, it's been a weird year. It's been ups, downs, and all I can say is just be kind to each other, be nice. You don't know what another person's going through. A lot of people are struggling right now. There's a lot of struggles happening in the world right now. Just be kind and do the part, be the change that you want to see in the world, and do good. So those are my Q3 goals. I am super excited because in my Amazon box, I just got 60 fine liner pens. So this is my life, guys. This is my life. I'm so excited about 60 fine liner pens. And my latest, this is my new gem painting. I've done 2 already. They're adorable. They're both of Stitch because Lilo and Stitch is like my favorite, one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. And this one I have been wanting to get for a while is actually the Van Gogh Starry Night one. So my husband and I, what we do is to wind down at the end of the night. Sometimes he has a glass of whiskey, I have a glass of wine, and we turn off phones, laptops, everything, and we sit at the kitchen table. We put on some chilled cow music and or some kind of like smooth jazz, and we each take a side and we do a diamond painting and kind of just catch up and talk about our day. So it's kind of how we've been chilling. We haven't been doing any because I greedily finished my Stitch one. So now we have the Van Gogh one. I'm super excited about it. So little things that just make the day go better. Also, quick note, I got this, it's a Happy Planner Undated Faith Planner, and I was going to be using it for my personal wellness, but I have decided that I am not going to be using it for my personal wellness. I'm going to be using it for my social media strategies and ads and stuff like that. So a little bit of a change in the planner update for y'all, but that's what I'm going to be doing. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you like this kind of content. Follow me down below. I have linked all my socials. And yeah, happy writing, happy goal planning for Q3. Let me know what you're most excited about for Camp-Nano in July. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. As always, one love, guys.